And hello everybody, welcome to Starvaders Random Impossibles. I'm Kaia Simp, and after 100%ing the game, I figured I wanted to do something to convince myself to keep playing the game, because it is just such an awesome game. Even though there's no achievements, I wanted to try to do something for myself. So, I figured I'd make a new file, and every day I'd come in here, hit the random button, see which pilot I get, and try to beat the game with them on the impossible difficulty against the regular overseer. One extra rule is, if I run into a pilot I've used in the last 3 days, in this case it would be Min, Zeke, and Max, I would not do them. I would re-roll them and play a different hero. The one exception is if it's Kaia, and she already did show up in the last few days. Guess what? I'm gonna play her anyways. She's my favorite pilot. As you have seen in my run history, I've done this, let's see, 12 days already. Had some failures here. Let's see, started with Sura. Yeah, had a few fails. Very shamefully, I did lose on Kaia that one time. Lost here on Sura. We're currently on a streak of 3. Let's see how we do today. Did I play Zeke in the last 3 days? I think I hope I don't have to play Zeke. Okay, thank God we can reroll that one. Ooh. Oh, hey, there's Kaia. Okay, my favorite. So, what does Kaia do? Well, she's a stinger. She plays with drop pickups on the ground and has a bunch of flow cards. Her unique thing is booby traps, which means that if something is a pickup on the ground as a card, it also becomes a booby trap. If it becomes destroyed for any reason, its tile gets struck, and if it's destroyed during my turn, I can draw it into my hand. And then if it's rare and legendary, it also strikes the tiles adjacent to itself. This has a lot of implications. The basic deck that she starts with is fine. It very specifically lets you put a random card from your deck anywhere in on the grid, and it increases its rarity. You can immediately use Hook Jab to pull an enemy into the booby trap that you put down. Zap, also being a very good card, very zap, like you can put a card anywhere and then immediately zap an invader into it. It also gives you a mana back. Zap, this is a card that I basically never remove from this deck. It's excellent. If you look at the Stinger card pool, yes, here we go. What does Kaia like? Well, I think her strongest card in the pool is Claw Trap. This is, I think, originally a card designed to showcase her mechanic when you're playing other Stingers, but when you're playing as her, the damage trigger from this and Booby Trap will stack, so when something walks over it, it'll get damaged twice. Something else that she really likes is anything in the game that like generates shurikens, so that means Starfall, that means Jutsu, that means Ambush, Switchblade. Any of these things she really loves because shurikens become pickups when you throw them, and if they get destroyed during your turn and return to your hand, you can cast them again for free. You can get into a really nice play pattern that way. In any case, we rolled Kaia, so we're gonna get on with it. Let's hop in and play a impossible run and see if I can redeem myself. Okay. For Kaia, Bud's Factory is very important because she has this list of things that she really likes. I'm wondering if I should re-roll this. what you want more than anything else is a source of recurrent trap generation. Kunai is technically one of them. This lets you throw a card. Footloose, an excellent card. The one thing that I am a little bit worried, yeah, Tempest is also an excellent pack to have. If we look here, Storm Chaser probably one of the best artifacts to get on Kaia. Anti-Mag isn't bad either. All of these cards are fine. Tornado's a little meh, but like, whatever, we'll take what we can get. Yeah, Kaia is somebody that has a very good matchup against the Eclipse, which is a Ackland boss that a lot of heroes have a very hard time against. I'm wondering if I should... Yeah, sorry. I'm just mostly debating if I should reroll to look for a... Kunai... They're like a Claw Trap and a... Or something that generates shurikens. I think because you're able to see 5 separate cards at Buds, and at every other opportunity you're only able to see 3 or 4, and Kaia really cares about these cards. I think you should be willing to spend at least one reroll on this, but I think that the deciding factor for me will be like, these 2 cards are fine, and I really like Tempest and Combo as like packs. I'm gonna cut my losses and keep my reroll tokens, pick up these 2 fairly strong commons, and just move on. Yeah. Galvanize is fine too. Respite's very strong card. Not as good on Kaia because, again, you might think you can move things onto your traps with this ability, but because it gives the entity that you move a shield, I don't think it works nearly as well. I'm going to take these and see if we can live through that. Okay. Rocketeer Gang, I think this is a fairly easy to survive encounter because the Rocketeers move at a regular pace, they don't have regenerating shields, and they generate these damage cross shapes with their rockets next to you, so something you can do is just get up close and personal and have them do friendly fire. The modifier here isn't that bad. This one can actually be like beneficial sometimes. I think we're going to go in here and look for an artifact. Again, 2 that we would really like to see are Ambush and Switchblade. From the Tempest pack, the one that lets you pull stuff around would also be awesome. Let's go right in and see what happens. Okay. So I don't hate just walking up here and hitting this guy twice. This puts us pretty close to the rest of the Rocketeers. I might even go up one further, we'll see. Yeah, I like starting with it. And I think I will use... Yeah, so something about the Stingers. You have this power bank. You get these 3 mana every single turn, and you have this extra reserve called a battery pack. If you were to ever gain extra energy while your power bank is full, the excess will go into here and be stored from turn on turn. This does mean you start every fight with this 2 extra energy, which in the early game is very powerful. I think I'm just going to dash here to make it more easy for the friendly effect to hit the Rocketeers. You can now see the rockets they fire, so now after they walk down, they should send out some cross shapes. Yes, very good. Let's see what's happening here. This guy's hitting that, this guy's hitting that. This guy's hitting that. Yes, good. So these 2. Interesting. So, I think something I can do here is bury here. If I then footloose onto this tile, that'll damage both of them once. Then I'll go here and then throw something here. In theory, this will hit that. This will hit this. This will hit them. This will hit them again. This should mean that everything on this map kills itself. Oh yes, something else very important is, obviously you want to kill these Time Angel enemies at the end of the waves if you can, but very importantly, you want to get a high combo while killing them, because that puts a multiplier on their bounty and gets you a lot more money. At higher difficulties, where you get less fight tiles to get rewards and farm money, this is especially important because it lets you get a stronger deck going to the Akron boss. Oh, I miscalculated. I guess, right, the first guy actually killed the other two, which would have fired rockets. That's okay. I think we're still totally fine here. So if we pick up this zap, bury here, zap them in, this will kill those three immediately, and we'll see what happens next. So, very good. So that wraps up the fight. A small amount of stars, but the arch, razor sharp, very interesting. We could reroll it here, but at this point I kind of want to save the reroll until the shop. And razor sharp, a very good artifact. Deflector advantages, these are whatever. I'm fine with them, but razor sharp doubles your outputs. As you can see here, when a card that you throw will pierce through the first entity hit, so instead of just hitting one thing, it hits two things. We've got kunai here, and we're looking to pick up some sources of shuriken however we can, and this can become excellent. I think I'm going to speculate on that and pick up razor sharp. We'll see where this goes. Okay, the three options here. I could pick up an upgrade here. The one thing I'm really looking at are these Fallen Angel pluses. They have a massive bounty on them, but when you destroy them, you get some non-fatal doom. Non-fatal being the key word here, because on impossible difficulty we start at 3 out of 5 doom, but because this doom is non-fatal, it cannot actually kill us. So we're pretty happy to eat that one extra doom here. Non-fatal does not put you to 5, like we've said, and get a bunch of stars, but this one is an upgrade. I'm not sure how... I'm pretty confident I could beat this tile. I'm just not sure how much I like getting an upgrade here. If I'm just looking for the stuff I talked about, I might go to here to look for Claw Trap, to look for Jutsu. I think I'm actually going to re-roll this to hopefully look for another artifact or a tile that's giving me tactics and movement. A rare card with the airships. This can be a very terrifying tile, but I think Kaia can manage fairly well. This gives us a shot at Starfall, Plunder, some very strong cards, potentially. Pouch is another one that we would be pretty happy to look for. Let's see what's going on here. So, let's go here. That might have been a mistake, actually. But that's okay. Something with these clouds is that as they walk down, they're going to leave a cloud trail. So the longer you leave them on for, the more of a pain in the bum they become. Let's try to kill them quickly. Yeah, this guy is in a really awkward spot. I'm debating between putting the berry here and zapping, or just killing him now so I can buy myself a little more time. I kind of want to just kill as many of them as possible now. So yeah, let's go down here. Let's kill this guy. Yeah, with just 3 clouds left on the board, yeah, we can even afford to eat that one game, so I think we're going to be totally fine. But obviously don't quote me. So if I go to here, go to P, that goes that guy. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to kill this turn, which is totally fine. There's a chance that this guy walks down here, actually, which would kill the Time Angel, but no such luck. Totally fine. Missing out on the reroll token from the Time Angel kind of sucks. We made it through, and that's what's important. So what do we get here? Tsunami, Copycat, very strong, or Left Foot Jab. Copycat's probably the best card here out of the 3. It's between that or rerolling to see something else. I kinda wanna once again preserve our rerolls for the shot here. Copycat's just excellent. It's a card that copies your best card. It scales as your deck gets better as you upgrade your best cards. For now, I think our best target would just be Kunai. Or Berry, really, that's also totally fine. Zap is fantastic. We're just gonna pick up Copycat and see what happens. Here we are at Min's. Storm Chaser. Very strong. Very important card against the Eclipse, because this is a boss that punishes you for playing move cards, which Footloose counts, Zap counts. You'll see this move tag up here at the card. But importantly, the cards generated by Card Chaser, Storm Chaser, these are not tactics, even though it moves something. You can use it to move enemies into your traps. You can use it to move yourself to like reposition. It's very strong. I think I was considering rerolling or doing something else, but out of everything in this shop, I think Storm Chaser is far and away the best. I'm gonna pick it up and we'll see what happens. Alright. So yeah, the only thing I would ever for sure reroll here is Doom Ritual. It is horrible. Everything else is acceptable. It's possible to deal with it without like too much trouble. I'm just gonna pick up Chicken and we'll see what happens. I said earlier that you've got a good matchup on the Eclipse with Kaia, but to be honest, I still am a little scared. This is a very, very brutal boss fight. Let's see what happens. So, the Eclipse starts with a bunch of these enemies that like shoots down at you every turn, and very importantly, every time you move, play any card that moves. That's Footloose, that's Dash. Importantly, again, not the cards generated by Storm Chaser. If you play a move, they take an extra turn. They shoot at you if they are planning to shoot at you, and they move down. This can put an insane amount of pressure on you because, well, very frequently as you do stuff, you have to move around to continue to like hit a different enemy, do whatever. Because this is on Impossible, you also start with these echoes that will keep moving around and throwing bombs at you. If you manage your position correctly, they can actually be very helpful because they throw bombs, and that can deal a huge chunk of friendly fire against the enemies. And lastly, something very important for you are these chronospheres. They are items, and when you destroy these, everything, all of these guys from the Eclipse, they get stunned and stop doing this thing of moving down and shooting whenever you move, which can give you a very important break. So, with all that said, what do we do? I think something we can do right now actually is to just bury here. Do this. So again, that card that gets put down by bury, the rarity upgrade from bury is actually very important because hook jab. No, not hook jab. This dash was originally a common, and when I put it down with bury, it became a epic, which booby trap sees. Sorry, rare. It sees that it's rare, and then when it is triggered during my turn, instead of just hitting itself, it also hit the adjacent tiles, which was this one and this one. Pretty strong. In any case, this does mean that I think I do have to move here. I think I'm gonna move into here. And we're going to I think I'll throw this fella this way. And to alleviate a little bit of pressure on myself, I will just push this guy up. Yeah, something else that's a little bit of a pain is that on Eclipse, the map starts with all these clouds, which can make it very difficult for you to deal with this initial onslaught of mobs. We're gonna also, I think I can leave this top cloud here as it is, and we're just going to chill. Yeah. Things should be fine as it is. And there are the bombs from the echoes. Very good. What am I gonna do at this juncture? I think I'm gonna start with this. So yeah, the one issue currently is dealing with this guy. What I don't hate doing is actually to just... yeah. I think I'll do this. I'll pull him up, and then I'll put a berry down here. Copycats. So if I move right now, this guy will walk down. That would let me copycat something. This is one of the awkward things about copycat, is if you don't have the card you want in your hand, it becomes a little more awkward. I really wish I had the kunai to copy in my hand right now, but alas, you can't have everything. I think what I'll do then is I'll walk here. That guy will die. I think it might be a little too much to make... Zap actually still isn't excellent. On a normal occasion I would be fine copying Zap, but against them, every time you Zap, you still trigger their turn. I think I'm just going to hold on to Copycat and see what happens. I think, yeah, currently we're in a pretty good spot. Uh-oh. This is one of the problems you can run into as the Eclipse. Sometimes you just... sorry, as Kaia. Sometimes you just don't have traps in your hand, which can be a very big problem. But... I think our hand still lets us do some stuff. Totally okay. Let's do this. This means when the Echo shoots, it's going to blow this guy up. These bombs will blow him up. We'll have to deal with this guy next turn, but that should be totally fine. Okay. I think we're doing totally fine still. So yeah. Let's bury here, see what we pick up. It's a sorry, it's a hook job. I think then we can put this here. I think then I will bury here. Go footloose onto the jam. I can't help but think maybe I should just put it here to kill the Seraph without getting another junk into my hand. I think I'll just footloose down to here. And plan to kill the Seraph next turn somehow. We'll figure it out. Yeah, we still have the 2 Chronosphere to use if it strikes our fancy. Okay, this is great. This lets us copy the kunai, which again currently is very strong because of her razor sharps. I think this is a great occasion to use one of the Chronospheres to take a little break. Repositioning. I will move out of the way. Having these 3 jams lurking in our deck is not great, and now we just got 2 more. That kind of sucks, but I think we're gonna be fine. So something I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna expose that Chronosphere, and I'll go here. Get rid of this 1 jump. Okay. Pressure's kind of piling up here. Let's think. To deal with this guy, I could actually just do this. If I remember correctly, the invaders will move left to right during this stuff, so let's go here, let's go here. I think I will go here. Okay, that put another junk in, which is pretty bad for many reasons. We're almost at the end here. Thank God. Whew. I think I will be able to make it through, but it's not going to be easy. To be sure. Let's kill this guy. Alright, only 3 fellas left. Okay, we'll even score a kill on this Echo. So, how do I finish this fight up? These guys carry a very big bounty on them, so something you really want to do is to get up a combo on them, like I said before. So, this guy is on lock to get killed because of the bomb. Currently, I want to think about how I would be able to kill this guy after. So, something that I think I want to do right now is to throw this guy this way, and then zap this fella into it. So that's one of them. I think then I will go here. Oh, that's... I didn't realize he would shoot right after that. We might be in a little bit of trouble next turn. We'll see. I mean, worst case, I'll tank one Doom from one of them. Yeah, looks like that might be what we have to do here. Although, Kaia does have this one trick up her sleeve. She can pull invaders unlike most other pilots, which lets you do stuff like this in some important spots. Pretty neat. Pretty cool. Alright, we'll finish the fight off like this. So, we got a pretty big payout from the two echoes. Let's see. Okay, one of the strongest things on Kaia under other circumstances is Feng Shui here, which lets you keep your flow cards. Shurikens have flow, Claw Trap has flow, some of our other trap generation like Berry has flow, although I think we've very rarely kept it. Assassin recently nerfed, but still a pretty good artifact. I'm tempted to take Feng Shui here just to speculate on us getting some Shurikens in our near future, but as it currently stands, it's not the strongest in our deck, whereas Assassin is just fine no matter what. Starter Fluid also perfectly fine to play, honestly. Ooh, that's tough. Not knowing whether or not we're going to get Claw Trap, I kind of want to pick up Feng Shui. This is a very big consistency generator. In a sense, it also gets us more mana and more cards, because when we keep flow cards, it like keeps them in our hand and reduces their cost. I think I'm gonna start with a holes here. Kaia sells on maps with a lot of holes because of, well, Storm Chaser you won't normally have, but you have all of these hook jabs and zaps, which can do a lot for you in a lot of circumstances. I think on a map like this, I'm just gonna start with a copy on a zap. We're gonna start here with a berry, and we're gonna kill 3 things in this way. Let's then. Kunai itself is the upgraded curse, so I can't do anything too fancy here. But it is still fine. Oh, okay. So I will actually do this, because this gust left lets us kill an extra invader this way. I think then I'll go here, and I'll hook jab this slime into here. My last energy, I'll just walk up, because I will have to deal with the rest of these. This is actually a really fortunate formation that happened here, because all of these guys were stuck behind this hole in the mini blobs. They could not walk forward. Normally there would be a lot more pressure from these guys that move 3 times per turn. It can get pretty hairy, but we're chilling still. Move this guy down. This actually is a lot of stuff. We'll figure it out. So do this. Kill this fella. Alright. This is going to be a lot to deal with, but I suspect we will be okay still. Yeah. Unfortunately, no traps right now. This will let us do this and this. And get rid of the junk. Next turn, we're gonna have to deal with this rusher down at here and these 2 blobs. It's a little terrifying, but again, I think we'll manage. I hope, in any case. This tick from these fellas, that's a little annoying. Oh god, that's a lot of them. Yikes. Uh-oh, that's bad. Oh man. I think we might have to reroll this situation, because Gust Down lets us kill this guy. We can kill him. But we would need to move, hit, and hit, but we don't have 4 mana. It's making me worried a little bit, man. The run might be over at this juncture, but I'm gonna try my best still. So let's move here. Throw this fella down here. Then we'll hit this rusher. I think to keep this guy from being a threat next turn, let's gust him up. It's rough, man. We still have 2 mana. I don't... Be unfortunate, we'll have to rewind again. This is looking like the run might be over. I think I made... Jeez. That really sucks. Let's go here. Throw this guy. I think I actually have to do this. I have to kill the spell. And you know what, I guess we'll get rid of the junk. These wasps have been extremely brutal, but I think we might be seeing the end of the tunnel here. Yeah, I am extremely worried about what our deck's gonna do going forward, because as it currently stands, this is not gonna cut it for the rest of Act 2. So something I'm gonna do right here is I'll do this. So I think, yeah, I'll use this gust to kill that guy. Over here and hit this fella. This keeps us barely alive. The corruption's even gonna get us a doom, but I think we'll be fine still. Uh-oh. That is really bad. So we're gonna throw this fella this way. Lord. That's not good. So we'll throw this guy this way, and you know what? I think I'll kill that tick with that. Uh-oh, I think that officially, like, kills us. Yeah, there's no way we can do this much damage in a single turn. God, that sucks. Man, Act 2 hits pretty hard, and I think unfortunately that will have to be the end of this. My redemption arc on Kaia was pretty short-lived. What happened today? Well, unfortunately we did not secure a strong recurrent source of traps early, like a shuriken or a claw trap, and Kaia very clearly suffers in these situations. I thought I was onto something too with Storm Chaser, but apparently not enough. Unfortunately, that does mean we break our 3x win streak, which is fine. I think I'll just have to do a little more practice with Kaia on my like main profile to see if I can figure more things out. I'm pretty miffed, man. I'm pretty mad. my two games with Kaia on this challenge has been defeats. But it is what it is. Alright, that's gonna do it for today, everybody. I'll be back with another episode tomorrow. Maybe we'll roll Kaia again and I can try again, and we'll see what happens. Alright. Bye!